All right, so could you talk to me a little bit about like why you use the strings you use versus so many other strings that are on the market? What do you feel those give to you?
Well, first of all, Tecnifibre provided me with a variety of strings which I could choose from, and I tried all sorts of different combinations: red coal, black coal, polyester, X1. I don't want to bore you with every single combination that I tried, but this is the one that suits me the most. I'm feeling best with the black coat. At least at the moment. I don't know if it's going to change, because the technology of racket and strings is always developing.
Yeah.
They're always producing new strings, new rackets. So far, 2012 is it?
Yeah.
I'm feeling great with this combination.
But when you picked out those strings, what was the process you went through? When you're
The process was that everything else that I chose to test, I wasn't feeling great on a particular shot, either on the forehand or on the backhand or on the serve. So this one suits me for basically everything I play. So when I lose a match, I know it's not the string's fault.
Oh, really? So could you talk a little bit more about that? So like some strings you feel like are better for your serve and others for
yes,
your
it
ground
depends.
stroke?
Because of the variety, that of the players out there on tour, and the conditions that we compete in, it's every week is so much different, and people who are not really following the sport don't know that. They think, you play India Wells, Miami, it's outdoor, hardcore, it's the same thing, but it's really so different. I'm just giving you this example because we are in Miami right now. Last week it was dry, it was a little bit of altitude, the ball was bouncing so really high, and it was hot. This week it's humid, it's windy, it's sea level, so it's completely different. So you need to find a string and a racket that suits basically every tournament that you play, so I'm more than happy with this one.
So what are you adjusting your tension to the conditions here in Miami?
The tension also depends of the circumstances and the tournament that you play. Obviously, if you play on a higher altitude, you're trying to, because the ball is flying through the air more, you are obviously stringing your racket more tighter, so you have more control. If you play on in a humid place like Miami is, and the ball is not bouncing so high, it's staying lower, you're trying to string your racket more loose, so you have more power when the ball gets big and kind of fluffs up after a couple of games of play.
But what are you stringing at this week?
This week in kilos, if I play during the day, it's also day and night session, I'm stringing 26, 25.
Okay. And during the night?
During the night, I'm probably gonna go 1 or 2 kilos less, because there's no sun, the ball is not flying so much, so 25, 24.
Okay. And what about the head balls here at the tournament?
Head?
The pin balls.
Pen, sorry, yeah, it's pen this week. Yeah, one more thing which is
How do you feel like they're playing?
They are specific. The thing is that they start off pretty, when they're new, they feel really small, and the ball is flying really fast through the air. But then if there are a couple of games with no, if I can say, service winners, and their ground stroke rallies, they fluff up, especially on these humid conditions, really fast. So then you really have to work for your points,
So compared to other balls,
compared to other balls, they're different. Some balls get smaller, some balls stay the same, but these ones especially get pretty big if you're not hitting aces.
They fluff up?
Yes.
And do you feel like that suits your game, or it doesn't?
I do not care. Generally, I don't, because it's if you start thinking about all these different things which can or cannot affect the outcome of the match, it's just, you know, it's too much to take in and too much to digest. You know, if you start thinking about altitude, humidity, sea level, day session, night session, tension, ball, whatever. So generally, to summarize everything, I really do not care.